Those of us who are interested in radio communications have almost certainly had our heads turned by the events taking place at the moment. Despite my videos being based around the communications of the military and intelligence services of the world, I tend to stay away from geopolitical, war and terror-related items, but this story is really quite unusual and unprecedented. In what has been described as a joint operation between Israel's intelligence service, the Mossad, and the Israeli military, numerous radio pages were detonated yesterday, on September the 17th, and today we're hearing news that a fresh round of explosions from two-way radios have taken place. The point of this video is to get some discussion going on how this has happened. There are numerous theories flying around, from remote-triggered battery overload, explosive devices, and signals being sent to these radio-based technologies to cause their destruction. Israel's defense minister said on Wednesday that a new era in Israel's war effort is beginning, quietly acknowledging Israel's role in the Hezbollah operation. Israeli officials also notified the US that the country was going to carry out an operation in Lebanon on Tuesday, but didn't give any details about what they were planning, according to sources. So why pagers? Well, Hezbollah has been very cautious with its communications. Previous airstrikes targeting their private meetings have highlighted the strength of Israeli intelligence. Aware that mobile phone conversations can be easily hacked and traced, they've apparently switched to a lo-fi pager alternative to make it harder to be watched by the Israeli intelligence services. In February, Hassan Nasrallah directed Hezbollah fighters to get rid of their phones, saying they'd been infiltrated by Israeli intelligence. He told his forces to break, bury or lock their phones in an iron box. Handheld pager devices simultaneously detonated across Lebanon and Syria on Tuesday afternoon. The explosions killed at least 12 people and injured more than 2,800. At 3:30 p.m. local time, witnesses reported seeing smoke coming from people's pockets before seeing small explosions that sounded like fireworks. It's been alleged that the pagers received messages that appeared to be coming from Hezbollah's leadership before detonating. The messages instead appeared to trigger the devices. Damage to the hands and face made up the majority of injuries. Sources are claiming that many have suffered severe injuries to the eyes, while others have had limbs amputated. At least 14 people were then killed today, and more than 450 injured, according to health officials in Lebanon, after scores of walkie-talkies detonated in a fresh wave of explosions, one day after the pager blasts across the country. At least one of the blasts reportedly took place near a funeral organised by Iran-backed Hezbollah for those killed the previous day. Two Lebanese security officials and a Hezbollah official said that some of the devices that exploded on Wednesday were handheld radios belonging to Hezbollah members. One of the devices was an Icon-branded walkie-talkie. The Lebanese Red Cross said that 30 ambulance teams were responding to multiple explosions in different areas of Lebanon, including the country's south and east. Fires have broken out in homes, cars and shops in several parts of Lebanon, including the Bekaa Valley and Beirut's southern suburbs, a Hezbollah stronghold, the Lebanese Civil Defense said. Taiwanese company Gold Apollo said that it authorized its brand of pagers that exploded in Lebanon and Syria, but they were manufactured by a company based in Budapest. The AR-924 pagers, it claims, were manufactured by BAC Consulting Kft, based in Hungary's capital, according to a statement by Gold Apollo. The Hungarian government said in a post on X on Wednesday that BAC Consulting is a trading intermediary, with no manufacturing or operational site in Hungary, adding that the exploding pagers were never in the country. Incidentally, 15 cars and dozens of motorcycles caught fire on the day of the walkie-talkie explosions, as well as 2 fingerprint devices in the Nabatea Governorate. It's also been reported that laptops and solar systems have also been targeted. So how did this happen? Well, it's not yet clear. Sources have claimed that Israel's Mossad spy agency planted explosives inside 5,000 pagers imported by Hezbollah. A senior Lebanese source said that the devices had been modified by Israel's spy service at the production level, meaning somewhere along the supply chain during manufacture or transit. Attacks using this method to hack software are known, but modifying hardware is rarer, as it will involve a bigger plan to get their hands on all of the devices. The Mossad injected a board inside the device that has explosive material that receives a code. It's very hard to detect it through any means, even with any device or scanner, a source said. The source also said that 3,000 of the pages exploded when a coded message was sent to them, simultaneously activating the explosives. Another security source told Reuters that up to 3 grams of explosives were hidden in the new pages and had gone undetected by Hezbollah for months. Another Hezbollah security source added that the new pages that Hezbollah members were carrying had lithium batteries that apparently exploded. Other Hezbollah officials speculated that the devices may have been contaminated with malware that caused the pages to overheat and explode. I'm sure in time there will be an explanation for how these devices were triggered to explode, but it's almost an unprecedented event, and if nothing else, I'm sure those of us who are interested in radio communications will be following these stories closely.